What's going on YouTube? It's EasyTech231. Divoom sent me one of their latest Bluetooth speakers, the Divoom AuraBox. It's without a doubt one of the most unique pieces of tech that I've ever used. But what makes it so special? Well, you might be able to tell just by looking at it, but you do get a little more than what you see. So let's go ahead and dive right into the review. So I'm going to go ahead and begin with the unboxing of the speaker. I really wanted to highlight this because of the great job that Divoom did with the presentation. This high quality box holds the speaker itself and the added accessories, a micro USB cable used to charge the speaker, and an audio cable to use with non-Bluetooth music players and devices. Upon handling the device for the first time, I was impressed with the materials and the build quality of the speaker. However, I also found out that it attracts fingerprints and dust quite easily, which is a shame because it does have a really nice looking matte finish, but overall the build is nice and sturdy. On top of the speaker you'll find all of your buttons as well as a microphone used for answering phone calls. The buttons include the power button, play pause button, volume up and down buttons which when long pressed double as forward and back buttons, and the LED light control button. On the back you'll find the charging port and the auxiliary port alongside the 3-inch speaker. Yes, it is quite unfortunate that the speaker itself is on the back. Turn the device around and you'll find the main star of the show, the light panel that sports 100 independent LEDs. So you control what's displayed on this panel using the light control button on the top. You can display the clock, the current temperature, which proved to be fairly accurate. You can set it to display a single color, react to the music that you're playing, and some other pretty interesting visual light effects. But it would be pretty unfortunate if this was all it could do. Well, Divoom developed an app that would help you take advantage of this panel. This is where things get really interesting. Now, as expected, you can control the presets of the speaker from the app as well. Cool. But you can also do other things like set the speaker to be your lullaby and your alarm. You can set it to display notification icons for Facebook, Twitter, Skype, incoming calls, and more. You can even design your very own template to be displayed on the panel, and you can even set an animation with 8 frames, and you can play it back at the speed of your choosing. There's also a gallery where you can find a whole bunch of presets like the 1-up shroom from Super Mario. There's tons of different flags, numbers, and letters, and preset animations. This is a very well thought out application and it really brings the whole experience together with a speaker. So, the LED light panel is cool and all, but what is it like as a speaker? Well, you'll be pleased to know that the speaker produces a very decent sound overall. It's fairly balanced in the mids and the highs, but it is dominated by some pretty heavy bass. The speaker can get pretty loud as well, loud enough to fill a room without getting distorted. So as a speaker, it performs very well. Now if I had to give this speaker any real downsides, it would be that after a while the speaker can get covered in dust and fingerprints, which can be hard to clean off. Also, the battery life isn't that great. With the light panel off, the speaker can reach up to 6 hours of playback time, and with the light panel on, I've seen it reach about 2.5 to 3 hours of battery life, so it's not as good as something like the Divoom AuraBox 10 that I reviewed, but it's not horrible. There's also the fact that this kinda looks like a toy and not like a premium Bluetooth speaker. However, it wasn't meant to compete with the high-end JBL or Bose speakers or anything like that. This is a low to mid-range speaker and it does a great job in that area. It's pretty rare when you can find a speaker that'll not only just play your music, but one that'll also be a thermometer and a bedside table alarm clock. So thumbs up to Divoom for making this speaker. It's a very interesting concept and I really look forward to future iterations of this speaker. It's a fun little gadget to mess around with and I definitely give it a look if you're looking for something that does more than just play music. The Divoom AuraBox comes in at $60, which is a pretty reasonable price when considering what it can do and how good it sounds. If you'd like one of your own, I'll put a link down below in the description where you can find it. I'll also link you to my review of Divoom's pocket-sized AuraBox 10 speaker, so definitely check that out as well. Anyway, that does it for my review of the AuraBox. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to destroy that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter at EasyTech231. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Later, guys.